Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Kayden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. And we have a very special guest with us today, joining us from Nickelodeon's Danger Force, Havan Flores. So, hello, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah,
First
thank you for
question I
having
got,
me.
absolutely. How did you get started in doing acting?
Well, younger, I always wanted to try, everything I saw. Even if I saw it on TV, I was like, oh, I want to try that now. And, eventually my mom was like, you know what? I used to do acting in high school. Why don't you give it a try? So I eventually did some commercials, did a couple short films, and then I eventually booked Danger Force.
That's awesome. What is one thing you most enjoy about acting?
I think there's always something new happening. Nothing ever gets old or dusty. You've always got something new and fresh, and that's the best part.
Yeah, for sure. If you could act with anyone, who would it be and why?
That is a really good question. Um, I don't know.
Yeah,
Um, probably be, probably Dwayne the Rock Johnson because he's always doing some cool action movie and a bunch of stunts, and I'm really into that. So it'd be really cool to be in that type of movie.
absolutely.
Yeah.
What is one thing you enjoy most working with everyone at Danger Force and why?
The thing I enjoy most is there's so many great aspects to it. Obviously you have our slow days and you have your your quick days. But I think the best part is you need everyone to come together and work to get the show done.
Absolutely. Do you have an actor that you look up to?
Um, I've never really thought about that. I guess I don't really look up to other actors. I think it's more of looking up to my parents,
Hmm.
because they obviously sacrifice a lot for me to be, in the show.
Hmm.
And I want to be a lot like them when I'm their age.
That's cool. What is one of your other favorite movie or television show other than the Danger Force?
My favorite, I am into like older movies and shows.
Yeah.
So I definitely really like Footloose. That's a really good movie.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
I love Lucy and Golden Girls. I've
Mhm.
always liked the older type of stuff. So yeah, I'm into that.
Awesome. What advice would you give someone who wants to begin a career in acting?
Okay, some advice I would give someone is try not to rush through it. I've
Mhm.
noticed that when I rush through it, I get stressed and I feel
Mhm.
like, I'm never going to get it. So just enjoy the moment and remember that it doesn't come easy or quick at all.
Absolutely. Out of everyone that you work with, because I know there's a lot of them, who do you like in working with the most, or like who do you like working with?
In my show,
Yes.
um, there is no favoritism. I will say that.
Yeah.
It's like I said before,
You
everyone
basically
coming
like working with everyone.
yeah, basically everyone
Mhm.
coming together is it's really cool to see how everyone's part works to make the show.
For sure. Um, is there any new projects that you have coming up anytime soon?
Uh, Not that I know of right now or that I can
Okay.
speak of.
Yeah. What can people expect for they haven't if they haven't seen the show, what can they expect?
You can expect a lot of goofy moments, a lot of funny moments, a bunch of cool stunts, and which is really cool because I've gotten to do my own for the past couple weeks,
Hmm.
and you can really expect some like you might see some people from Henry Danger come in every once in a while, and you might see
Yeah.
some new villains or new superpowers even.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I know you kind of mentioned this on your Instagram, but who would one of your favorite people to have on Danger Force would be? Whether that be celebrity or non-celebrity or
Um, I don't know. It's like I said before. I've never really like thought of that because yeah, I don't really expect it to happen. Um, eh, I mean, like I said before, Dwayne the Rock Johnson would be pretty cool.
yeah, that would be really cool. Do you have any other actors or actresses that you look up to?
Not necessarily.
So basically, just Dwayne the Rock
Um,
Johnson.
it's not. It's not that I like look up to him. I mean, I obviously think he's awesome and the work he
Hmm.
does is great. But I wouldn't say that I aspire to be just like them. If that makes sense, you know.
Yeah, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I know you've mentioned before like you're so thoughtful of your fans and just everyone in itself and honestly I look up to that as well as myself because you're just so caring. Um
Thank you.
you're welcome for sure. You're just especially for people and I seen your LGBT post and just people these days are just so mean and you got to have some nice feedback from people and you got a
Yeah.
lot of, yeah, for sure. You got like a lot of good following and stuff for that as well.
Mhm.
Is there anything else that you would like to share with us?
Um. Well, I would say that if you really want to do something and you feel like maybe it's just not going to work out, the moment you let that thought get into your head, it's definitely not going to work out. You have to believe in yourself, you have to work for it, and you have to enjoy the moment. You can't try to like speed it up.
Mhm. I
So
totally
work
agree
hard
with you.
and enjoy it.
Right. And that's kind of where I started was like this whole radio thing and it's something I enjoy and I like bringing people on and doing
Yeah.
my music and stuff, then
Yeah.
that's how kind of like I started and did my own thing and took it one step at a time. Kind of like what you did for like, eventually you're going to get there if you work really hard and really look into your goals for sure.
Yes.
What is one thing that you learned in 2020?
2020. I definitely learned to enjoy the time you have with certain people, like your family, because when you're having a quick life, you kind of forget about those small moments. So
Mhm.
I definitely learned to like enjoy what I have instead of
Yeah,
obsessing over what I don't have.
for sure. Where can people find you on social media?
Right now, I am only on Instagram.
Okay.
Haven Flores on Instagram.
Alrighty. And lastly, since this is more towards a music show, do you have like a favorite song that you like listening to?
I don't really have a favorite song because I really like music, so it's hard to choose. But
Yeah.
I'd say a favorite genre is probably like rock.
Hmm. For sure.
Yeah.
Um, let's see here. We're at 8 minutes, so we got a few minutes. Is there anything that you like in the country phase, or not really? You're not really a country person.
No, I do like country music. I was born in the country and I was raised, in the country. So I definitely love country music.
Yeah.
It's so nice to vibe to.
Yeah. Hmm. For sure. Do you have a favorite, or not really?
I have a favorite artist and it would be Dolly Parton. Not
Hmm.
just her music, but just her herself.
Hmm.
I love how genuine she is.
Absolutely. What is one thing that you like doing on set?
One thing is, well, there's so many things to do. Sometimes I'll walk around and just, look at the set because it's crazy how they can just build the set, in a couple days. Sometimes I'll look around, sometimes, when you're on set, it's kind of hard to not break something. When you're messing around with your castmates, you'll go a little too far and you'll probably break something.
Yeah. You just gotta slow down a little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Alrighty. So yeah, I mean, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, it's no
Um,
problem. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. You're doing well. And one of my last questions for you
Okay.
is, what is something that you would give to someone who's like in the LGBT community right now, like struggling because of whether it be the pandemic or just something that they're struggling with?
Oh, I, I don't know. Um, uh, that's kind of that's kind of hard. I honestly myself, I don't know a lot about the LGBTQ community.
Mhm.
Um, but I can understand how they would struggle with it, during these times. But I would just say, be proud of who you are. Don't other people shut you out because of it.
Right, for sure. Because that's what makes everyone themselves.
Yeah.
Sure. Um, yeah, so I mean, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing really well. Yeah,
Thank you. You're
you're
awesome
welcome.
too.
Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. It's been a pleasure. Um, is there anything else?
One more thing I would say is don't forget about the people who have, been with you through, whatever, the journey of whatever you're trying to pursue. Don't forget about them because those are the most important people.
Yes, for sure. And people that help you too is like the number one most important thing.
Yes, it
Yes.
really is.
Yeah, because I know you have a great team behind the scenes, and everyone's doing really good behind the scenes for you too. And I feel like none of
Yes.
that would have happened. Now, I do have another question that just came up really quickly since
Okay.
we have minutes. But how is it working on set during the pandemic? Like, do you guys have to get tested every day? Like, how does
Yeah,
that work?
it's a little crazy, It's kind of hard to hear, over the masks and the shields and all that, but once you get on the set, obviously you got to take it off so you can do the set, do the scene and put it back on. So it's kind of weird, you know. It, but hopefully these times will pass and we won't have to do that anymore.
Yes, for sure. And are you gonna be on any other social media soon, or?
That's kind of hard to say because it's kind of my parents and my sister, they help me run it because I
Because
don't really have.
you're so
I'm
busy.
busy, I don't really have time to like look through other social media and set up another account, so
Right.
maybe, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, because usually it's you're not really your self answering these questions on for fans. It's usually your parents.
No, I answer them.
Oh, you do? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like if there's a DM or something, my mom would be like, oh yeah, this question. I'd be like, oh yeah, see this, you know.
Yeah,
I do my best to try and keep like a good connection with all my fans.
yeah, and it's sometimes it's hard, so you never get to really answer everyone's question, but you do. I've
Yeah,
noticed you've done a really good job of like at least attempting to respond to people.
yeah,
Like
I'm doing my best.
yeah, I've commented on your stuff in the past, and I've seen that you've done really well with that. So yeah, and also I noticed you did something called More Art Monday. Do you want to tell us really quickly about that?
Oh, more Art Monday. Yeah, I've seen that a lot of my fans love like drawing pictures of like the show or me or my cat Bobley, who also has an Instagram at
Yes.
Travel Bobley. So I made this thing. I was like, okay, let's do a thing. More Art Monday, and I'll just do my best to like take everyone's art that is either DM to me or post on their fan account, and put it on my page to promote it. You know.
Mhm. Yeah, and I noticed you had a cat too. You want his name is Bobbly? Is that how you say that?
Yeah, Bobley.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's our little danger force cat.
I love it. Yeah. He is a cute cat. I love
Thank
how
you.
he has like that like cool color to it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
every once in a
Yeah.
while we'll like either dye his hair or fur. Like
Mhm.
for Christmas, it was red.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's neat.
Yeah, and for Easter we did blue. So
Yeah, and it also like covers your costume too. Like
yeah,
red, of Choppa and everything for sure.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, so first I would like to say again thank you so much for coming and
yeah. It was no problem.
yeah, I mean it was super awesome to have you. And that's all I got for you. Thank you so
All
much.
right. Thank you so much.
No problem.
All right. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.